Anthrax hasn't released anything in almost 10 years. And while the music industry gets weirder, the band's been busy. For example, Charlie Benante got engaged, Scott Ian played a non-profit jam, and Joey Belladonna sang the national anthem at a Chiefs game. But what about new music? It's been 8 years since For All Kings and 6 years since Kings Among Scotland. In an interview with Metal Edge, members of Anthrax talked about their new album and opened an interesting debate. Streaming music on Spotify or Apple Music is the method that many choose today to play their heavy metal. However, these platforms are perhaps the culprit for lower attention spans. During their talk, the band made a compelling case for EPs over albums. According to drummer Charlie Benante, it's about understanding new trends and deciding from that point. What if it wasn't a full album? If we released 6 songs and then released another 6 songs? I know from a record company's point of view that doesn't work, but in these days, Scott Ian then jumped into the conversation, pointing out that other bands are wondering the same. Yeah, it's also different now. Slipknot's saying now, why even make full albums anymore? I get all sides of it, but at the same time, what's the point of giving someone 11 songs? Most people don't listen to albums anymore. Was the band hinting the new album will contain 11 songs? Think about it. If Anthrax released 5 songs, and you have these 5 songs, and you absorb it in such a different way nowadays too, I think that may be the way to go, rather than give everybody 11 songs. I just think maybe the business model is different. Maybe for first-time listeners of bands, EPs work. It does make sense because music is a time-consuming hobby, but it of course depends. If you have music on in the background while you're paying attention to something else, is that really listening? Unless you're connecting to the music, I'm assuming you don't want to waste anything, be it your time or money, correct? The Cult released Capsules at a time when everyone was getting into pre-streaming culture with the new iPods and stuff. This is why Scott Ian is worried about only playing 6 new songs live. On For All Kings, we didn't play all of those songs at any point. I think there are maybe 6 songs on the record that got played, and that's it. I almost feel like you're wasting them. Then Charlie Benante says, and easier to digest, too. You would appreciate it more if it was just 5 songs. And these 5 songs are fucking killer. I can't wait for the next 5 songs, knowing that we will release another 5 or 6. How do you listen to your music? Do you think it's fair that bands have to produce more songs despite the lower attention spans? Let us know in the comments below. Check out this video popping onto your screen and stay heavy.